the biggest talking point surrounding Pearl Watts, Maurice Sam and Sonia UCHE is the strong message attached to Pearl's supposed position on love, loyalty and competition, with the conversation becoming even more intense because fans have continued to connect Maurice Sam with both actresses in different ways. The story being discussed is that Pearl Watts would rather stand up and fight for the person she loves than simply watch another woman come between them, and that statement has immediately placed Sonia UCHE at the center of the conversation. According to the storyline making rounds among fans, Pearl is not someone who would easily surrender when it comes to matters of the heart, especially when she believes there is something genuine worth protecting. This is why many viewers are now looking closely at every interaction involving Pearl and Maurice, wondering whether her words were simply an expression of confidence or whether they reveal how deeply she values the bond people believe exists between them. The idea of Pearl refusing to step aside has created a completely different angle to the conversation, because instead of presenting love as something that should be abandoned at the first sign of competition, her position is being interpreted as a willingness to stand her ground. And this is where Sonia UCHE enters the picture, because fans have also noticed the strong chemistry and closeness that have surrounded Sonia and Maurice in several conversations and movie appearances. For some viewers, that combination has been enough to create rumors about where Maurice's heart truly lies, while others believe the entire situation has become bigger because fans enjoy connecting celebrities whenever they share convincing chemistry on screen. Pearl's message, however, has added another layer to the discussion because the statement suggests that love, in her eyes, is not something a person should abandon without a fight. Imagine being in a situation where the person you care about suddenly becomes the center of attention between two people, and instead of walking away quietly, you decide that your feelings deserve to be heard. That is the emotional picture many fans are creating around Pearl's reported words. It is not necessarily about attacking anyone or creating unnecessary drama. Rather, it is about showing determination and refusing to allow fear to make the decision. Pearl's position, as the story is being told, sounds like the kind of statement that can make viewers stop and ask one simple question. What would you do if you truly believed someone you loved was slipping away from you? Would you walk away peacefully, or would you make your feelings known and fight for the relationship? This is exactly why the conversation has gained so much attention. Fans are now looking at Maurice Sam as the person caught in the middle of a storyline that has become bigger than anyone expected. Maurice has built a reputation for creating believable chemistry with his female co-stars, and that ability often makes viewers emotionally invested in the characters and relationships they see on screen. With Pearl and Sonia both having strong connections to the Nollywood audience, any conversation involving the two women and Maurice is naturally going to attract attention. What makes this particular story even more interesting is the idea that Pearl is not interested in quietly watching from the sidelines. Her reported attitude has been interpreted as confidence, determination, and emotional courage. She appears within the storyline to be saying that if love is important to her, then she has every reason to stand up for it. Meanwhile, Sonia UCHE's name continues to appear in the conversation because of the way viewers interpret her interactions with Maurice. Some fans see their chemistry as purely professional and connected to their work, while others continue to read deeper meaning into every moment they share. That difference in opinion has kept the discussion alive, with each new appearance, interview, movie scene, or social media interaction becoming something for viewers to analyze. The first major twist in the conversation is that Pearl's reported statement changes the way some fans are looking at her. Instead of seeing her as someone who would simply accept whatever happens, they now see a woman who is prepared to express her feelings and defend what she believes is hers. Of course, love is never as simple as choosing a side in a public conversation. The person at the center of everything still has a voice, and ultimately Maurice Sam would be the one to decide what relationship he wants and where his heart truly belongs. That is why the discussion remains so captivating. Pearl can express determination, Sonia can have chemistry with Maurice, and fans can debate endlessly, but the final decision cannot be made by viewers. Still, the entertainment value of the situation is undeniable. Every time Pearl's name is mentioned alongside Maurice, fans immediately bring up Sonia, and every time Sonia is connected to Maurice, Pearl's name seems to return to the conversation. It has become a triangle of public interest, even though the people involved may simply be working together and maintaining professional relationships. Rumors surrounding celebrity relationships often grow quickly because fans naturally enjoy seeing their favorite stars together, especially when their chemistry feels convincing. But what makes Pearl's reported position stand out is the confidence behind the message. She is being portrayed as someone who believes that if love matters, then giving up without expressing yourself is not an option. That kind of attitude can easily inspire viewers because it speaks to the universal desire to be valued and chosen by the person we care about. At the same time, it also raises questions about what happens when two people appear to have feelings for the same person. Would friendship survive? Would professional relationships become complicated? Would Maurice have to finally address the questions surrounding his connection with both women? These are the questions currently keeping fans engaged. The most interesting part is that nobody can simply look at one moment and decide the entire truth behind these relationships. Chemistry can exist between actors without becoming romance, and a strong friendship can look romantic to viewers who are already invested in a particular pairing. That is why the conversation continues to move between what fans see